we're live. Should probably introduce ourselves.
I think I need an introduction, though. However, if it must be done,
Azula,
maybe we should go in order.
I don't think so. I think I should go first. Anyway, I'm Azula.
Then go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Azula. I'm a part of the Fire Nation, and I'm present. Go on.
Well, I'm Suki.
I'm Avatar Kiyoshi.
I'm Lee.
I'm May.
I
I'm Marley.
just did it.
Oh.
Zuko, go ahead.
Okay, alright, not technical difficulties. I'm Firelord Zuko.
And since Azula already introduced herself, I believe we have Avatar Inks Flying Bison Appa in the bottom screen.
Somebody says that people were echoing.
I think Ty Lee had a weird connection for a minute.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, I guess we're just waiting for questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Zuzu, do you really have to have Fire Lord in your name?
Do you really have to be jealous that you don't?
So lovely to see you again, May. How are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Better than you.
Wow, we're just getting into the shade already. Okay.
Katie Goodwin asked favorite bending skill.
We're going in order. Suki.
Well, I can't answer that question.
That's more of a question for the benders.
Wait, is it? Yeah, then it's me. Okay, yeah, fire.
I can answer.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ty Lee's having some connection issues.
Did we get her back?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Go back.
Yep.
Yes.
Welcome.
Okay, obviously firebending, but I like being able to incorporate things that you learn from other elements into firebending.
Lightning bending, if we're gonna ask. I just think it's intriguing.
Oh yes, it seems that my mic was muted, I guess, when I asked the question. I just said that my favorite bending element was fire bending, because I find it quite useful.
I think it's also kind of hard to understand you because we hear like some background noise and your voice is kind of quiet.
Okay, just give me one moment.
Artemis Outrider said, nice costume, but your scar's on the wrong side. And they said that it was a joke, but...
So funny.
That's not the first time Zuko's heard that one.
It's really not funny. I think it's kind of funny. But,
to be fair, Zuko, it is kind of funny.
To you guys.
Varian the Alchemist asked me, how do I feel about the moon? I think the moon's great. Sokka told me everything that happened between him and Yue, and honestly, I just kind of feel bad about the whole situation. You know, having, somebody close to you die and then turn into the moon kind of sucks.
Fair enough. Artemis Outrider asked to all, when are you gonna sit down and do a proper apology to the Cabbage Man? However, I know nothing of this Cabbage Man. I do not know who we're talking about. I don't know who this man is. If I saw him walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing.
Okay.
I was not involved in ruining the Cabbage Man's cabbages, so
Who was involved? Is anyone here involved in that?
I feel like Appa might have been, but Appa can't talk. However,
So are you saying it's probably Aang?
when is it not?
I'm sure Sokka also had a lot to do with that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you were chasing them, shouldn't you know?
I mean,
For
yeah,
your honor and whatever.
I've seen the cabbage cart go down, and I honestly, this guy seems to be having a hard time.
Aren't we all?
Katie Goodwin asked opinions on turtle ducks.
They're so cute.
They're annoying.
We don't have any turtle ducks on Kyoshi Island, but I think they look pretty adorable.
I know Rangi was a big fan of the turtle ducks that they had at the capital of the Fire Nation.
Zuko? May? Want to talk about turtle ducks?
I mean, I fed them as a child. They're cute, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm indifferent. They're okay. They just kind of hang out.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Tobias, you're right. Appa is staring as a chat in judgment, probably.
Most definitely.
Yep.
Okay. Shea Butter asked opinions of Appa. Whoever wants to start.
Well, I think that Appa's great. I love hanging out with him. He's super friendly, and I'm glad I was able to help him when he was lost.
He sheds a lot. Which was very helpful at the time.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's a bison. It's a flying bison.
A lot of people underestimate Appa.
I don't know Appa personally, but I know he's Avatar Inc.'s companion, and based on their interactions with my mentor Kelsey's bison, I know that he must be a loyal and true bison.
Thoughts on the Water Nation from Tobias. I've only interacted with a couple members and they were fine. No offense, Suki. Sokka's a lot, but
Well, considering the fact I'm dating somebody from the Water Tribe, I feel like my answer might be a little skewed, but have you guys ever met the Swamp Benders? They know how to have fun.
For my interactions with the Water Nations, both the Southern and Northern Water Nations, they both all they're proud people in many ways, but they also have a wonderful culture.
They are to not be underestimated, if I shall be nice.
that's an almost compliment.
It's very rare to get those.
From what I've heard about the region they're in, it sounds very cold.
Yeah, they're powerful, and many are extremely talented in what they do. So
Did everybody answer?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Artemis Outrider asked Azula, how do I grow up to be like you? You're an idol. This is a dangerous question, just saying that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just some hard work and dedication. And ignoring your mother, which is, not hard when she leaves. And then just, being the favorite of the other parent, having your other sibling expelled so you get all your undivided attention when you get it. And then there you go. It's quite simple.
And also being a traumatizing monster.
Well,
And just to throw this out there, also being very traumatized themselves, but not noticing
well,
it
I mean,
or
we kinda
acknowledging it.
gathered that from, her explanation just now.
Yeah.
everyone has their demons. I just use mine to torment others. Isn't that right, Zuzu?
sure is.
Oh no.
It's also throwing your childhood friends in jail.
Yeah, there's that part too, because they stood up to you finally.
Friends is a very strong word for you guys right now. Not even. Like, it's
Oh,
not.
it's strong now. It's not what I'd use, but at the time.
It's certainly a time indeed, because it's not the word I'd use either. Friends don't try to paralyze you, Tylee.
You were trying to kill me, Azula.
Well,
Yeah, I was standing up for May.
a little murder as a treat, but I guess that's fair. I always knew you two were closer anyway.
Azula, what do you think of non-benders? Let's just keep this going.
Well, if we're gonna get my opinion, which is a very important opinion in my opinion.
You're the only person they asked. Don't feel too special about me directing it to you.
Anyway, I think non-benders can be very powerful once they use their powers for my needs. For example, Tylee, very powerful non-bender, can in fact paralyze someone. Suki, I mean, also a powerful bender, but not for my purpose. So like, I don't have to like think about that. But I can see talent and dedication when I see it, and Suki can be quite powerful.
Thank you.
You did in fact take down a warden by yourself, so I have to commend you for that one.
Definitely.
I'm learning how to compliment people for their talents in my therapy, so I am working on that. So you did it. You fought good.
That was surprisingly nice of you, Azula.
Don't count on it being the entire time though.
Oh, I wasn't.
Don't worry, none of us have our hopes up for that.
I know May was
No.
directing the question to Azula, but I also just wanted to
Yeah, it's open to
add on.
anyone.
Yeah, I wanted to add on. I think non-benders can be quite powerful. The whole reason I founded the Kyoshi Warriors was to give the non-bending women of Yokoya an opportunity to defend themselves when needed. So, and using the techniques that my girlfriend Rangi taught me for redirecting strength in ways that can benefit you was how we trained the Kyoshi Warriors.
Yeah, I'm very glad you did found them.
Same. Alex Solver asked to all, if you could turn into any animal, what animal would it be? I know this is like a weird animal to choose, but a bear. You know, like how the Earth King had a bear? I would love to be able to change into like a bear. That's so weird.
That bear was very cute.
The bear was very stupid, but to each their own.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. I think an animal where I could still do my acrobatics would be fun.
We're talking about animals. I'd be a dragon. I feel like dragons are my favorite animal personally. I like dragons.
I don't know if I want to run the risk of Azula saying I'm copying her now because she said hers before me. So I was gonna say dragon or some kind of like reptile, but
I think you'd be a really nice turtle duck.
sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Zuko, if it makes you feel better, I think that you're much more of a dragon than Azula is.
Thank you.
I'd probably be a snake. They're always very interesting animals.
That's fun anyways.
Someone in the chat, Tobias, said, snakes are very cool.
Thank you.
I agree.
What are your thoughts on badger snakes?
I mean, I don't know if I've ever encountered one.
I feel like they'd be interesting just on principle.
Of a
Like-
badger and a snake combination? Yeah.
What's that all about?
I mean, we do have a lot of those in the Earth Kingdom.
That's fair.
Now Tobias is talking about snakes. I
As
think
they
snakes
should.
are pretty great.
Does everybody answer the question then, I guess? Or
I think
besides
so.
myself?
I think so.
I would say probably a badger mole. To be honest, so.
What was that?
It was probably a spirit.
Oh, right.
Sound like a not happy spirit.
An angry spirit indeed.
Yeah.
Well, considering Avatar Kyoshi's was the link between the spirit and the real world, I'm pretty sure she's got it covered.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, the spirit that is currently hanging out with me is a little bit upset about something.
Sounds upset.
If you guys have any more questions, I'm sure we'd be willing to answer them.
Mhm.
For a panel, we need questions. We just did get indeed 3 questions. So,
All right. go.
we'll start from the top and work our way down. So, to everyone, what's your favorite adventure memory? If we're gonna go in order, Suki.
I don't know why you're like trying to pick on me using that.
I'm not trying to pick on you for it. I'm just waiting for your response.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of a good response. I think probably my favorite memory would be helping Aang, Katara, Toph, and Sokka over the Serpent's Pass. It was scary, but it was so nice to be able to see them again after we had first met. And it almost ended in some death, but we all survived, and I got back safe and sound, and I got to see everybody.
So for me, I had many adventures, but I think some of my more, I guess, fun adventures would have been ones I had with the Flying Opera Company. Particularly when I first met them, when I got trained by Lek and Wong and Chimera. Those were fun times. So we actually didn't exactly agree with working with the Flying Opera Company, as they were technically part of the Delphi. But despite that, both of us learned lots of skills from them and had quite many adventures with them.
I enjoyed seeing May again because I hadn't seen her in a while at that point. I also enjoyed taking down all the Earth Kingdom soldiers that Bossing say.
That was a good memory, though. My favorite memory. Because I think I'm next. I'm not positive, but I'm going to go anyway. I think it was when I shot the Avatar.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That's my favorite memory. Yeah. It was fun.
Anyway, if we're gonna continue going in order, I'll go. It was a fun aspect impersonating the Kyoshi Warriors. No offense to the ones in the call right now, but that was
okay. Wait, that was actually fun. That
was kind of cool.
Well, hey, you guys ended up becoming Kyoshi Warriors eventually.
I mean, I didn't, so.
I did.
If it makes you feel any better, I just didn't want to be at home with my parents. And Zula offered a chance to leave, so
you infiltrated the Earth Kingdom and helped everybody.
I also helped track down Team Avatar and Zuko at one point, so I've kind of been all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's me, right? I guess I'd say probably when I met up with team avatar actually, and we got to know each other better, and they actually accepted me into their group. That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice getting to know you besides the angry yelling fire boy.
Yep, that is a yeah. It was
That
that.
is a side of you that exists.
Mhm, Sure is.
I think that was everyone, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Positive
I did see.
Because there's a couple questions if we're going down the list.
do you want to read the next question then?
If you could bend another element, or I guess bend an element for the non-benders, and Kiyoshi, if you could only bend one, what would it be?
I think I would probably be a waterbender because a lot of the skills that I've learned as a Kyoshi warrior, while it's applicable to all bending, would really help me be a good waterbender.
I would probably not go for my own element earth bending, as I've never been particularly good at the finer details of earth bending. But fire bending has always come really naturally to me, so I would choose fire bending.
I would probably choose earth bending because it'd be fun to make my own obstacle courses.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I would probably choose firebending. I think it would be interesting to learn.
I could see that.
I think I'd honestly also say earthbending, probably. Just I think seeing what, especially what Toph can do, really opened up a lot of possibilities in my head, at least.
I would continue with firebending, but if I had to choose another element, it'd be water.
All right. The next question. Artemis Outrider asked May, "What's a subject you love talking about, and will you tell us about it?"
I guess I really enjoy knife throwing, especially the stilettos. Even though I definitely just taught myself out of pure boredom, it has definitely come in handy because I don't think people expect me to pull out like 5 knives from under my sleeves. So that's always an interesting fighting strategy.
It's very impressive.
Indeed. It is, in fact, very impressive.
But I think someone said earlier it wouldn't do very well against earthbending, and I have to agree.
Especially that new thing I think Toph made, metal bending.
Yeah. Now I'm interested to see what she can do with it. Anyway, for unrelated reasons, I'll be speaking with Toph at some point.
And an artist outrider also asked to all, "What's one thing you can't live without?" This might sound really cheesy, but if not my fans, it's Sokka.
So, practically speaking, I would probably have to choose the fans that I use, as they all would help me manage, control my earth bending in a way that is more useful than bending large quantities of earth. But in all actuality, I could not live without my girlfriend Maggie. She's everything to me. So,
I can't really think of anything physical Definitely my friends I couldn't live without.
Your skills with chi blocking.
Yeah, but I have that with me all the time.
That's true. Guess if we're going practical, my knives, they're very useful. But since everyone else is being soft, I suppose I can be as well. So Zuko.
Aww.
Okay, Azula.
Sorry, I'm not the Fire Nation's first couple. Heaven forbid.
I hate. Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I guess then I will. Yeah. Okay. May.
Always the romantic. Great with your words, Zuko.
Listen, I'm trying my best. I'm flustered. It's fine. It's genuine. I'm just having a moment.
Are you done having your moment? Can I answer the question now?
You absolutely can.
Thanks, Zuzu. If we're going with one thing we can't live without, my hair. Because I just think my hair is one of my best features. I have a lot of great features, but my hair is one of my favorite ones.
It looks like it's growing out nicely from your last cut.
It is indeed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, what's the next question? Zuko, thoughts on That's Rough, Buddy?
I thought we just talked about how I'm not good at words. I thought that discussion already happened. I think that was a moment where then I thought I was really like relating to Sokka in that moment, but it came out like just not at all.
You really thought you were having a bro moment and then told him That's Rough, Buddy about his ex becoming the moon.
I did, and you know what? Like I said, I'm working on it, but words have never been my strong suit. I think it was a moment where I knew that he needed some kind of like comforting, but I was very unsure of what kind or like how to go about it, and so I just that was definitely the wrong one.
To be fair, if the roles were reversed, Sokka would have said something much worse.
That's fair. That's fair. He, yeah, you're right. You're right. So I guess if you want to, if everybody started looking at it from that perspective, that would be really helpful to me personally.
Artemis Outrider asked to all secret tunnel.
Is that a reference to something?
Yeah. What?
I'm confused.
Oh wait, there's that like the legend of the Cave of Two Lovers. It's an Earth Kingdom legend, so you firebenders probably wouldn't know it, but well, you should. The kingdom of Omashu, it's the founding legend about that. And certain people here have definitely been to that kingdom before.
Gonna name names, or you're just gonna leave it at that?
And may or may not have tried to rename it after somebody.
Okay, I didn't do that. My parents.
I know. I was
Okay.
directing this at Azula.
No, I figured. If it makes you feel any better, I also didn't like the name. I wanted to call it New Azula. But father didn't allow that for me. Or I also wanted to call it Zuko is lame, but I
Why
also
would my parents want to run a kingdom named either of those things?
well, it's their honor
Okay.
for the former Fire Lord. Now we have this Fire Lord.
Much better in my opinion, but
Much better objectively.
Mhm.
This Fire Lord hasn't committed genocide yet, so.
Yet.
The bar is so low.
To also be fair, I also didn't think my dad was the greatest, but out of both options, Zuko, I don't know if you have what it takes to be a leader, but
You're-
like what? I don't know how long you've been in the Fire
You
Lord position. Time is non-existent where I am. So like who knows? You might be doing a good job. You might not be. They have banned me from watching any or hearing about any of it because last time I did someone died. So I'm not allowed to hear any of it. This is the first this like
Here you go. He's doing great. That's all you need to know.
fair enough. I mean at least at least he can do that right.
God.
Anyone got another question?
There's a couple. To all weirdest thing you've ever done? Okay.
I'm trying to think. I guess probably the weirdest thing I've done was again in the Serpent's Pass when I saved Toph and she gave me a kiss because she thought that I was Sokka.
You know how those childhood crushes are. She took her chance.
If I were in the same position, I don't know if I would have done anything different. So
Yeah, me too.
So I'm not sure what I would define as the weirdest thing I've done that I necessarily want to discuss as a former avatar. I know what many consider was weird and reckless of me at the time was during my early days as the avatar when I was trying to learn more about my previous lives. I jumped off of a ship in the middle of the ocean off of the Fire Nation Islands, and with all my armor on, with the intent of forcing Kirik to speak with me. It did work, but I was not allowed unsupervised on that ship anymore. So
I support the persistence.
well, he had been quite difficult to contact up until that point, and so I figured the best way to get him to talk to me was to force the avatar state to be required based on my very risky dive into the water. So
I think the strangest thing I've ever done is become best friends with people I sent to prison.
I mean,
I can understand that one.
yeah, that's definitely one of the weirder things that I've done. Become friends with one of the people who sent me to prison.
I mean, I can't deny that it is a little weird. And as the friend in prison, yeah, that's a little weird. I've never done anything weird in my life though, so continue.
Okay. Well, you've once again, I think you're doing it on purpose. You're only skipping over myself and Zuko.
Listen.
Mhm.
I just think I should be in front of both of you.
No. Okay.
No.
Anyway. Weirdest thing? I don't know.
I know, like, what's the scale? Like, I feel like we need some kind of chart.
Chart.
If you want to think for a minute, May, I can go.
Yeah, you can go. I'm trying to think.
because I don't know if this counts as like something I've done or like just witnessed, but I guess kind of both. I would probably say going in disguise to see a play about myself.
Okay, but that was fun.
But
It was not fun. They were shipping Katara with Zuko.
It was funny. It only got bad at the end.
It was just maybe it was fun, maybe it was hilarious, but for some people, but either way it was weird. Like, think
Okay,
about
that's fair.
someone taking what they think your life is like and putting it on a stage for people to just watch. And then I was there, but it was, and then I was on stage, but it wasn't me. And I was like, well, it was just bizarre. It was just very bizarre.
That's fair. I was barely in that play anyways, so.
Very weird, like, out of body experience that was.
I don't have anything. I mean, I insulted the bear like 20 minutes ago, but I did choose to hang out with it too. So that was probably the weirdest thing I did while pretending to be a warrior, was just hanging out with that bear, the Earth King or whatever.
It couldn't stand up. No, I wanted it to.
It was a bear. It wasn't even trained. It was just, I mean, it was trained to hang out with the king, but.
But you agree, it would have been cool to see it walk on its front feet.
I mean, I guess you were its favorite, so if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be you.
I just needed more time.
Okay, next question then. Varian the Alchemist asked Zuko, were you ever sung Leaves from the Vine when you were little?
Honestly, I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't know if that's some kind of like response of like I don't remember for specific reasons, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could tell you that and be sure about my answer.
Fair enough.
Oh, we have another Zuko question. World Cosplay asked Zuko, have you shown the others the dragon dance you've done with Aang? I know Katara, Sokka have seen it and Toph felt it, but has anyone else seen it? I mean, I saw you guys practicing, but...
It is my hope that no one will ever again see it.
What's
So,
this little dance you did with the avatar?
no, May. No.
It's a great dance.
No.
I feel like I have to see it now.
No.
I feel like you should teach May. That would be like a cute bonding experience.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like
Thank
May
you.
doesn't. I feel like May doesn't want to learn it. I feel like May just
No. I just want to watch you do
watch,
it.
yeah, May just wants to watch me do it so she can laugh at me. Is what's really going on here. So
I mean, I'd want to laugh at you. That's funny.
Okay, well, there's a difference between me doing it and you doing it, Azula.
Yeah, fair, I guess. I caused a little bit of trauma or whatever.
A little bit?
A little bit's kind of
A little bit being
underselling
nice.
yourself there.
So like a little bit?
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Anyway, so no, nobody else has seen it, and I don't plan on anyone else seeing it.
We'll
And
see.
yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see the answer.
Okay, and then to all, most badass thing you've done in your opinion.
Oh, easy. Betraying Azula. I mean,
I think for me it's probably taking down the warden and taking him captive.
I've had a very long life, so that's a slightly difficult question in many ways. I know the thing I'm most well known for is the creation of Kyoshi Island, which is a
I think
given.
that's pretty badass of you, not gonna lie.
I'd probably say though, honestly, the first time that I accessed the Avatar state, it was before I even knew it was the Avatar. I was on a diplomatic mission with Avatar Yoon, who I still refer to him as Avatar Yoon because for the time that he was believed to be the Avatar, he did his best to um, unite people and uphold what being the Avatar is about, despite not being able to bend the elements. He was still a true Avatar, in my opinion. But when we were on the glacier, I bended the I didn't I was capable of this, but I managed to bend the plates of the seafloor up to defend Yoon and my friends from Tagaka, who was a much better waterbender than we all thought. So I would say that was probably the most badass thing I've done.
I mean, yeah, I'd say.
That's insane. But
It-
like
she
in a
thought-
good way.
She thought she had us trapped, considering we weren't allowed to bring any vendors, and honestly, no one, even myself, didn't realize that I was capable of doing that. And the outdoor state did play a factor in that, but the whole point of it was meet on the glaciers because Yoon was known to be a very powerful earthbender, and she figured by having us meet on a glacier, she had us trapped. But when my friends are in danger, I'll do anything to protect them.
Lyra Daff. Oh wait, no. Did everybody answer?
No, I don't know
My
if
bad.
Tylee, you're muted.
Oops. I guess learning how to chi block. It's pretty bad. That's for me.
I'd say so. I already answered if Hugo wants to go.
I guess I guess being banished and then coming back and becoming Fire Lord,
Yeah.
you could say might qualify.
No, the way that you talked about standing up to your father, that was pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. What was it my
Azula,
turn?
would you like to answer?
Just me existing is pretty badass.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I expected anything less.
I really don't know why you didn't either. You were friends with me for a while. You should know.
Mhm. And then, as I said, the most badass thing I did was standing up to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we see how that friendship went.
Yeah. Great. Fantastic.
Okay, Lyra Daphne asked Azula, are you the only firebender with blue fire?
That I know, I'm pretty sure. Not positive. But like I'm 90% sure.
I don't know of any other
I
blue
mean,
firebender.
that's not me actually bragging. I do think it's really cool to have blue fire, but like I genuinely just don't know because there are
I've
so
never
many
seen anyone else.
other powerful firebenders who could have blue fire as well.
Hazel the writer asked to all, what is your biggest regret?
Okay.
I used to think that, you know, I used to have my doubts about leaving Kyoshi Island and helping with the war because I didn't want the Kyoshi warriors getting involved in that and being in danger. But I no longer have any regrets about that. I guess my biggest regret is being captured by Azula May and Tylee, because I spent a lot of time in prison and it wasn't fun.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've spoken to Avatar Aang about this because I understand that they've caused quite a bit of damage and trouble for the Earth Kingdom. But the creation of the Dai Li is my biggest regret, honestly. I created them to protect the cultural interest of Ba Sing Se at the request of the 46th Earth King after he tried treating a peasant rebellion with far too much force. And so, in exchange for him speaking with the peasants and hearing them out and listening to citizens, I agreed to create the Dai Li as a agency to protect the Earth Kingdom's interest and the cultural integrity of the Earth Kingdom. And as I understand, they have completely failed with that mission throughout since my time as the Avatar. So that's one of my biggest regrets.
Mm. Mine's probably not standing up to Azula earlier. Than I
Yeah,
did.
I was on a similar path, agreeing to join the search without having the full story. That was, I probably should have gotten more information before agreeing.
Yeah, I kind of got forced into it.
Oh yeah,
by
no, you've told me.
that. Yeah.
There are quite a few. But I guess probably the biggest one would probably be one that I feel like started a whole downhill path. Probably I guess not letting myself understand what was really going on with my father, like towards the beginning, and kind of excusing his actions, I guess, would probably be the biggest one because I feel like that started a lot of things.
And before Azula speaks, I do have a question. Can we get a serious answer, like an actual, well thought out answer from Azula?
Well, I was going to give one, and then you said something. So,
Oh my goodness.
Excuses.
if we must get a serious answer, my biggest regret would be not telling my friends the entire truth of why we were finding the Avatar. And maybe being mean to my brother. And maybe shooting the Avatar. And maybe kicking that turtle duck yesterday. There's all
You did what? Oh my goodness.
I do have a lot of regrets in my life. If you want a serious answer that I am trying to slowly work towards to be a better person in society's standards. There. Was that a good enough response for you, Suki?
That was a
lot better than I expected.
astoundingly touching sentiment from you.
Mm.
And it will never happen again because emotions suck. Anyway.
Yep, there it is. All right.
That's okay. I think we've gotten to Azula just like a little bit today, which I think is a good step forward.
It's like less than 1%.
It's a good step.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel the writer asked to all, what do you feel the biggest misconception others have about you is?
I feel like for me, the biggest misconception others have about me is that my entire life revolves around being a warrior. I do love the Kyoshi warriors, and I am confident in my abilities as a warrior, but I'm also a girl.
I feel like the biggest misconception about me, based on my understanding of the perception that many have about me after my time as the Avatar, which I think most avatars have to deal with. But many people see me as just someone that always finds the extreme option to a situation or sees me as ruthless or something. I did kill many of my enemies. However, the side that many people don't see is the chances I gave those enemies before I realized they were never going to change. Justice is what is most important to me, and I do think that everybody has the right and the chance to change their path and to stop inflicting suffering. But to those who refuse to change that path, they must be stopped at whatever way is necessary. So, but I feel like that philosophy of mine has been misconstrued in my life after my lifetime as just an avatar that forces their way through situations. And while many times that was the case, it also wasn't without reason. And many of the background situations to the situations are not known or discussed or seen.
I think a lot of people think I'm a attention-seeking airhead, and that's all I am. And I'm not. And there's reasons for why I am the way I am. Also, I taught myself sheep blocking, which is very impressive.
You just know what you want, and that's a problem for some people.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest misconception is probably that I don't care about anything. I am just very particular about what I do show my care for. Otherwise, I keep it to myself because why give my enemies weaknesses for myself? But I do have things I care about. My family and friends mean a lot to me.
Man, I don't know, because I don't know what I'd say the biggest one is, because I mean, like I said earlier, when I mentioned the fact that there was a whole play that I was about my life, that was very weird to watch for many reasons. But one is because I felt like it wasn't accurate, but I know a lot of people did. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to pick like one thing, because I feel like people have such a solid image of me in their heads, and it's not. I feel like some things fit and some things don't, but overall, I don't know. Maybe it's that I don't know, maybe similar to something that Avatar Kyoshi said about me being very harsh and rash and things like that. Because I mean, I definitely have been in the past, but that's something I'm hopefully getting better at. So yeah, maybe that.
What was the question again? Sorry.
You're the biggest misconception people have of you.
That my father and I's relationship was great. And that's all I'm going to comment on.
All right. We should probably start looking for the final question on the panel as well.
Do we want to answer the question from World Cosplay as our final question? I feel like that's a decent one to end the stream with.
I'm a little nervous for the answer, but yeah, go for it.
To all, who do you think is the most interesting of the Aang gang? Aang, Katara, Toph, Sokka, or Zuko? I'm apparently not included.
I mean, I would include you in that. You joined them at the end there too.
I would say he's in.
I think for me and Zuko, we can't say ourselves.
I don't think Zuko was going to say himself.
I wasn't
to be honest.
I don't think Zuko either.
The most interesting of, I would say that the Toph is the most interesting. I think that she's an incredibly powerful bender, and she has this tough exterior, but she still cares a lot deep down, and she's just a cool person to hang around.
I'm not just saying this because I am obligated to as the Avatar, and since Aang is a reincarnation of you know, mine and all past lives and that kind of thing. But I do think Aang is one of the most interesting members of the his Avatar gang, because it's just the way that he handled the situation with Fire Ozai was incredible in a great way. I did advise him that Ozai needed to be stopped, and I'm very glad that he found a way that didn't involve killing. I'm actually, despite perceptions, I'm not a huge fan of violence myself, although I feel it's necessary, and I'm really glad that Aang was there to do what none of us previous avatars were to do, and along the way of energy bending and a way to peacefully solve a situation that needed solved. So I think that makes Aang a very interesting person and a very interesting avatar.
I think my answer would also be Toph, because just like me, she also ran away from home and her expectations, which I think that takes a lot of power to do. And also, her attitude is cool. He seems fun to hang out with.
I would probably have to say Katara. She's a very powerful waterbender, and she's not who you'd expect to be as powerful as she is, because she has such a motherly outward appearance. So yes, probably Katara.
I think I would say it's hard, but I think honestly, I think I'd say Sokka actually. I just think people underestimate him a lot. And he's, you know, actually just he's super clever and a better problem solver than people give him credit for. And yeah, he's a cool person. So yeah, I'd say Sokka.
My favorite in the gang is Zuko. Anyway.
Like a backhanded comment, and it was one word.
You didn't hear it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think that's the end. Is that the end of our live panel?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
All right. So,
Stay safe, stay healthy, socially distance, make good decisions. If you need therapy, go to therapy.
well, that sounded a little bit of an attack towards me, but I agree with it.
Pretty sure we all have
That was
trauma,
not an
so-
attack. That was an encouragement.
I'm in therapy, Suki.
So am I, Azula.
Well, congratulations, Zuzu. Anyway, if you need to work on yourself, therapy is a great way to go for it, and I encourage everyone to go to therapy.
Just remember, you can't always do everything alone. So.
Also, be sure to wear a mask if you go around other people.
Definitely.
Yes. And thanks for hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
This was a
interesting.
fun stream.
Fun.
All right, farewell, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, we're off stream. Hey guys, this is the Radar. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with us. We really appreciate you guys joining us for this panel. We all had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys had fun too. We will be going live again next weekend. We're not sure if we're going to be going live on Thursday or Friday, or just depend. But check in on our channel. We'll be updating that. So thank you all again so much, and have a wonderful day.